Eating the right foods during pregnancy isn't just about you, it's about your baby too. It is crucial for your baby's growth, mental and physical, and not even that, it is crucial for your baby's future health too. I know, shocking. However, if you take care of your food, if you eat the right things at the right time, you can benefit yourself and your baby. But with so much of advice out there from your aunties and uncles and the internet and people making videos such as I do, it can get confusing. If you are confused, if you are overwhelmed, then you need to watch this video because this is going to be a blessing in your pregnancy. I am breaking it down all and making it super simple and easy for you to understand. My name is Gurpreet Kaur Sanyal. I am from Momentum Women. I create videos to help women during their fertility, prenatal and postnatal journeys to make sure that they have enough information about yoga, holistic wellness and meditation. If you're new here, then make sure that you subscribe to this channel because you would not want to miss the weekly tips that I give you. Now, let's dive into this one. My name is Gurpreet Kaur Sanyal and welcome to Momentum Women, where we support you in your fertility, prenatal and postpartum journey. When I was pregnant, someone in a beautiful way told me that my baby's home right now is my womb. So whatever that I experience, it could be grief, it could be happiness, it could be watching something on TV, or even food becomes material for my baby to consume. So I am really responsible for creating a beautiful home and experiences for my baby. And it hit me because it was so beautiful, but at the same time scary, because I had to make the right choices for my baby to have the best experiences ever. Food is a part of the experiences, an essential part, because food is where your baby is going to get his or her nutrients. And I'm sure that you would agree with me. Now, why is it so important to focus on a pregnancy diet? It's because your baby depends on that diet. Your baby's brain development, physical development, and sometimes even emotional development depends on the diet. Your weight depends on what you consume. It shouldn't be too much, it shouldn't be too low, right? Now, again, your development as a mother also depends on the kind of diet that you have. Are you prepared to give birth and handle postpartum? Now, why do I say prepared to handle birth and postpartum? Because if you do not have your diet right, you are at a higher risk of getting gestational diabetes and other concerns, other issues that bother a pregnant woman. For example, digestive issues too. And I completely understand this generic advice is something that you've been receiving from random people. And we are now going to break it all down. Stay with me till the end because I am going to give you a few superfoods too that you need to start having from today. I'm sure that if you've been following my channel, then you are clear that you should not eat for two. It's not about having more in pregnancy. It is about eating smart. So the first thing that we are going to do, we are going to add protein to our diet. Protein is literally the building block of your baby. If you miss on this special ingredient, not only that you are going to put your baby's life at risk, but yours too. Now, why do I say this? From creating your baby's muscles to even your stretch marks, all are affected just because of protein, this one compound that is so essential. Now, I've created a different video that explains that why protein is so essential for stretch marks too, like in order to not get any or minimal stretch marks. You must watch that and understand that why protein is really important. Now, a lot of people tell me that we are vegetarian and we want a vegetarian diet but high on protein. There are ways that you can achieve that high protein diet mark even in a vegetarian diet through lentils, paneer, good cheese, even soya chunks, right? A lot of other things. People sometimes do not eat meat, they eat eggs. You can do that. Talk to your doctor if you can add sprouts too. Greek yogurt, curd. I will, of course, mention chicken too, but you should create your own list of things that you can eat after a nutritionist or your doctor gives you a go-ahead. Folate and iron. And I'm sure that during your pregnancy or during your fertility journey, the doctor would have prescribed you folic acid. Why is that? Because folate prevents birth defects. And it's really important that you have this compound. And iron, we all know that iron prevents anemia. And it's really important that you do not have anemia during your pregnancy. It is important for your baby. Now, what all things can you have that help you with folate and iron? You can, of course, start having spinach, broccoli, beets, figs. You can have even jaggery that can help you with iron. Of course, consult with your doctor before you make any move. But I would like to say that these things like even Indian gooseberry, amla, is perfect in these situations. You should have them. Omega-3 is essential for your baby's brain development, and that is no brainer. And I will tell you what, one of my friends had omega-3 tablets of a particular company. I don't remember the company. So she was really proud of the fact that I had omega-3 tablets during my pregnancy, and look at my baby. My baby learns everything so fast now, and that is true. It does help your baby. And some people at this time might just say that we don't eat fish, and fish is the best way to get omega-3. And if you hear any sound, I'm so sorry, my kids are playing, so that's okay. But coming back to omega-3, you can have fish oil tablets, right? If not that, then have a little bit of flax seeds or walnuts or even chia seeds. I don't know how to say this, but your baby will take away calcium to build his or her bones inside the womb. So you are missing on calcium. Most doctors prescribe tablets for calcium too during pregnancy. It is for a reason. Please understand that you cannot pour from an empty cup. So you need to have calcium, enough calcium to give it to your baby. And that's how it is. You should have calcium first to give it to the baby. Now, if you give calcium to the baby and you don't pour your cup enough, then in your old age, chances are that you can get diseases like osteoporosis, and that would not be very lovely. So I would say have enough milk, curd, sesame seeds. You should have a lot of almonds too. You can have different things that have calcium in it. But my biggest recommendation would be, if your doctor has prescribed calcium and iron, then do not have calcium and iron tablets together. Just have it after some time. For example, if you've had iron in the morning, then have calcium at night or in the evening. Of course, this one, you've heard it from everyone. You've complained about your constipation and everyone keeps talking about, why don't you have fiber-rich food and why don't you have enough water, right? Water is essential. We understand that water is your best friend right now because of other things like amniotic fluid too. But really have a good amount of water. Okay, if you do not like simple water, maybe sometimes have coconut water, but just do not miss on it. You can even have charge, you can have milk, you can have other fruits and vegetables that are high on fiber content. So start having all of this. Now, this was just the basic plan that what should be included in your diet. But there are things that you should never ever have in your pregnancy. And that is really important for you to know that what you should not have. Let's discuss that right now. For most people, raw or uncooked meat, especially, is not good. Okay, especially in pregnancy, you should avoid it because there is a risk of bacteria being transferred into you and eventually to your baby maybe. So let's not have that. Unpasteurized dairy and soft cheese because it can cause infection. The next one is something that everyone wants to find out an alternative to, which is excess caffeine. Most of us are in a habit of having the extra cup of coffee or tea. We are tea lovers. Yeah, I'm talking to you, tea lovers. So we really want our caffeine in place. We have to have it in the morning. We have to have it in the evening. But you must understand, anything in excess, especially caffeine, cannot be good for your baby. Caffeine can lead to miscarriages also. Let's not risk it. Let's just have very less, let's say a cup every day. I think that should be good. And whenever a woman discusses this with me, I always say switch it with herbal teas. That is beneficial. And you remember while discussing omega-3, I said have fish. Now some fish can have high mercury content. This can do the opposite to your baby's brain. Okay, it will not help your baby's brain develop. So we should just steer clear of any fish that has high mercury in it. And of course, the next one, you've heard it from everyone. Do not have refined sugar. Do not have processed junk foods. It is not good for you. It can increase the risk of you having gestational diabetes or high blood pressure. So just have it in moderation. I understand that cravings do have a little power on you at this time, but I would say just minimize the usage or consumption of refined sugar or processed food or junk food. Just switch it to better food habits, okay? And talking of cravings are so normal, but let me tell you, you can switch all the bad ones to the good ones. For example, if you want a sugary chocolate, you can have a dark chocolate instead, which is going to help you and your baby. Now, if you're craving chips, let's bake some sweet potato into chips and let's have that. If you're craving sweets, then you can have jaggery or coconut or something that helps you eventually. And if you're really craving soda, then you should have some infused water. I understand that it's easier said than done, but I'm sure that for yourself and your baby, you can make these amazing choices. I believe in you, mama. And like I promised that I will give you these 3 superfoods that you should include in your diet from today. These are almonds and walnuts, foxnut, and ghee. I'm sure that a lot of people would have approached you with the idea that if you have ghee, then your labor will become easier. It is really not to reduce your labor pain. There are no studies that prove it. It's more for digestion than anything to do with labor pain. And I can't let you go without a sample meal plan. Like I said, you need to create your own meal plan, but let's say for breakfast, or even before that, you have water, you have some soaked almonds first thing in the morning, or you're really hungry, you can have a banana and then go to breakfast. Breakfast, you can even have yummy parathas with ghee on top of it or butter on top of it. You can have moong dal chila, you can have besan chila, you can have poha, anything that works really well for you. If you want, you can have just a slight cup of tea, like half cup of tea or coffee if you want with it. If not, you can have infused water after some time, after having breakfast, like wait for 15 minutes and then have it. Or you can have herbal tea. Then comes mid-morning snack. You can have a glass of milk. You can have almonds if you want. You can have walnuts if you want. Or else the best thing that you can do is to have a fruit. Then lunch, of course, have good amount of rice, dal and sabzi and papad if you want, and do not forget your charge or curd. And then in the evening, have your infused water or coconut water, or if you want, half cup of tea. See, now we've had half cup of tea in the morning, and in the evening we've had half cup of tea, makes 1 cup of tea. And have fox nuts. Right? Have fox nuts and different nicey things. For example, moody. We call it moody. I'm forgetting the name. What's the name of moody? Puffed rice. And at night, you can have your khichdi with ghee, or you can have sabzi with roti. You can have anything. To sum it all, I'm sure that you will do great. You will do fabulous. Do not forget on the superfood for pregnancy. Munch on it. Have it properly. Before making any changes to your diet, please consult your doctor or your nutritionist, whosoever is supporting you during your time in pregnancy. I really admire the kind of choices that you are making. You reaching this video already proves that you're looking for the best things out there that are available for your baby. I am so proud of you. Thank you so much for reaching this point. If you've liked this video, then please like and subscribe to this channel. I will be making more videos, similar videos, different videos. I'll see you in the next one.